already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, roll on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, roll on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, roll on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, roll on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no risk. I bet you wanna be famous, They LA they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch, never switch.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit, ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole 40 all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the bip. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip, crush.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard. On the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the rest.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Black 20. 57. Let's go, Ty. Let's go right here now.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. Ben to throw again. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Black 20.
A second down run with Lewis. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey! Banjo. 57's the mark. Watch 57.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and 12.
Lady, sit down. Check, sit down.
Darnold from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. That's where Crowder makes his hay in the slot. Jets hoping to see more of that going forward. He signed with him in March after the last 4 seasons being in Washington. Had 3 pretty good years and sort of tailed off last season due in large part to an ankle injury. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Cameron Meredith, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here. This into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let, and it'll be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Roethlisberger. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check.
They'll run it with Bell. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Room here to run. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger sets up the screen to Lewis. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Hey, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Let's go.
A draw play here. Lewis trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger steps away to his left. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Dante Moncrief, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9. Ready? Check 25, check 25.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here as he's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Young lady. Young lady. Shoot. Hey, high 7. Mike 50. 61, matchbox lights. Check.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. A screen to Bell. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now this throw complete to Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
And the Steelers first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger complete. This is Lewis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Moncrief brings it in. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and 5. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Darnold sliding out of the pocket. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This one caught by Crowder. 11 yards there, first down. A first down throw, Darnold. Bell so light on his feet. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Darnold now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Vance McDonald. Incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Bring it. You good? No. Quarter. Hey, exit.
Here's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down now, it's Bell, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1, and that's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And avoids the contact by sliding. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first.
Black 20. 57 to mine. 50. Hey, check.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire them.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quentin Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Roethlisberger will throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, Lewis. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Again, it's Lewis. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got Moncrief. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
57's the mic. Alert, alert. Bandit. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Ben to throw again. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, check. 3 down.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Darnold now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dante Moncrief with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And
that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On the catch, it's Crowder. 16 yards, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hey, Alpha.
Darnold on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Bell sheds him off. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
We're going to start. 50, Mike, 50. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin. And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did. So for the Jets,